where this man is going to be providing the basic services on rolling out the programs for the common mwananchi, because that has been the pinching point at the moment because of lacking policy. While there has been no benefit to the taxpayer down there, then the man has been stolen up there. Where do we bridge the mismatch at the moment? Okay, thank you again. Let me take you back. In 2002, when Moi left power, the public debt was 640 billion. In 10 years, when Kibaki left power in 2013, the public debt rose to 1.7 trillion. That means that in 10 years, Kibaki only borrowed a trillion. About 700 billion. In less than 6 years, the Jubilee government has been in power. 3.2 trillion? The public debt has grown up to by 3 trillion, up to almost 5 trillion. We're hitting the 5 trillion mark. What does it mean? You have rightly asked it, and my colleague here has answered it in part. We cannot sustain a public debt where we have 57% of the debt to the GDP, and when our revenue that we are raising nationally is unable to sustain that kind of debt. That means that the revenue we raise from the common mwananchi will be able to go, half of that revenue will be able to go to paying debt, and that means that we will be left with a paltry amount to be able to continue with the common services for the common people. As a person who is in politics, a young person who is in a political party, what does it imply? It implies that we should be very careful, and I want to urge the young people out there that we should be able to scrutinize the manifestos and policies of incoming political parties. So we need, there is a clear need to have a national conversation on how we are going to manage the growing public debt. How can we do it? Number one, we need to sanction Parliament, because Parliament is the one that is approving the budget. When we have in the budget items half of the money that is projected by a finance minister to pay debts, and the Parliament is not sanctioning the minister to ask him on the strict repayment procedures, on the borrowing terms, and also the interest that have been accumulated. Secondly, Parliament needs to scrap off the issue of having supplementary budgets, because you find in the middle of a financial year, the minister comes up with a supplementary budget on non-essential issues. So the government needs to adopt a law of outlawing supplementary budget. Secondly, as I wind up, Parliament needs to come up with a way of ensuring that austerity measures are very strict in government, and the government needs to tone down its appetite for non-essential issues in the budget.